Hello, hello, and hello. Hello, my Aquarius friends and everyone else who came to visit. I am so glad you're here. You are my friends. You are my social network. Yep, you are, believe it or not. We are here for the Aquarius love reading for July 2016. I hope you've had a good month so far. I hope life has treated you well, and I hope love has been good to you, or romance, or any of the above. But shall we peek, or shall we not? We will. Thank you, new subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed, well, now's your chance. Well, actually, through the whole video, you have that chance. You know, just click that little box down there with me on top of it, holding that broom. It says MysticCharles, and it also says subscribe. You can click that at any time, or you can wait till the end for my little sparkly, bubbly thing. I'm not going to give it all away right now. Can't do that. But I do thank you. I am Charles, if you don't know me by now. And we're warming up the cards. I don't know what to say just yet. So I ramble until the cards are hot. Hot. Hot for love. Hot romance. But just about there. Just about there. You're thinking about somebody. You got somebody in mind. Somebody in mind about your love life, about romance. Or do you want somebody? We're picking that up. That's why I mentioned those groups. Yes, I look at same-sex relationships too. I do not have a problem with that. People are people. We all are the same. Our beliefs might be a little different. That's what makes the world unique. You are special. Everyone is special in their own way. So, Aquarius, you ready? I'm ready. I'll be looking at men, I'll be looking at women, I'll be looking at boyfriend, girlfriends, I'll be looking at the past, I'll be looking at the future. I know not everything will mean something to everyone, but let's touch on as many groups and people as we can. Get ready for me to touch you. Remember, readings are for entertainment purposes only. That's the disclaimer. And take what you will. You take the information or you don't. Right? Alright. Here we go. July 2016. Aquarius. Some of you are struggling with the relationship that you're in now. Yes, I agree with you. It is a struggle, and yes, your partner might not be all that perfect, but hey, I'm not perfect, you're not perfect either. If it's little things that are bugging you, well, let's try to put those little things aside. If he don't put the seat down, if she don't put the cap on the toothpaste, don't use that as in a reason to say, oh, there's a big problem within your relationship, because that does not qualify. Okay, some things are missing in your love life. That's what I'm getting here. That's how you feel. Yeah, it's a new spot. You know, it's not running on the same thing. But, you know, if you feel like you're missing something in your love life, you know, what can you do to spicing it up? What can you do to fill those gaps? No going out and getting an extra partner. That's not the thing that you want to do, because there is no positive outcome to that. especially if you want to keep your current partner or spouse or significant other. So, yep, July looks like there's a little bit of struggle so far. Some of you actually might have had a breakup here in July, or you can feel it coming, because I am reading this at the end of June, so, or mid-end of June. So it looks like it might be coming up for a couple of you. It's not that it is totally a bad thing. Of course, it stinks, it sucks, it's a bummer, but this breakup most likely will not be a permanent thing. It looks like it will rekindle itself, and you two will get back together. And sometimes the makeup can be very intense, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink. So, let's not dwell on that. But, yeah, the action, the moment that you feel like you might not be suited for that person, that's hard, especially if you care and you tried. But that's where I'm getting here. If you cared, you tried, you have feelings for the person, and you see it's just not going to work out, well then, maybe it is time to move on. But once you make that break, you make that break, alright? You sure you want to move on? Well, do it. Don't leave the other person hanging there as a possibility that you might get back together. Because that other person might wait and not continue their life. Let's do some more cards. Let's add on to this story. Remember, I use the tarot, but the tarot is just a tool to help guide in the reading. It gives you something to look at. And the answers come spiritually. It's a big mishmash of information coming from all different angles of the world and all different types of energies. And we are looking at men. It looks like it's going to be a good month. That almost sounds Italian. It looks like it's going to be a good month for you in your romance department. Looks like that a person might have been a little hard to get or to get to. And looks like that person will be softening up to your advances. So that's cool, guys. But it's good for the ladies too. On this side, it's pointing to the ladies on the opposite sex. And it looks like men, you will have a lot to offer the lady. And make sure you do that. Make sure you offer as well as receive in the new relationship coming up for you. Ladies, if you feel like you're trapped in a relationship, I hear you, alright? There's not much of an answer to this, but some of you feel trapped in the relationship, and right now, it isn't the right time. Choose the time to get out of the relationship. If you're in an abusive relationship, well, you just get your things together and you find somewhere else to go, because that's not good, especially if you have children involved. Alright? It's not good on the children either. Boyfriend, girlfriend, try not to argue much with each other, because you're trying to see if this person's going to be your soulmate, your life partner, your sweetheart for the future. And remember, all relationships start somewhere, and if you're starting with being jealous and untrusting, and, if the person doesn't show reasons for that, it's not a good way to start the relationship. Guys, you're going to have, I guess we covered that somewhere else, guys. No, we didn't, maybe. I saw something else. You might have certain issues with your partner in July. So try not to, that could be the toothpaste thing I mentioned. She might not be perfect, he might not be perfect, but get past those little things. If the person has, like I said, some of you will know who I'm talking to. If that person has some sort of like addiction or habit, that is non-healthful. Try to help that person instead of just arguing with them. Sometimes the person doesn't realize that they have this problem or issue, and it might just take you, the other person, to just take matters into your own hand and do it. Try to find some help for that person, but you want to try to keep it on the low end. Try not to push it onto the person, because all that's going to do is push the person away. If the person wants to talk to somebody impartial, well, you could send them to me. I am more than willing to chat with those people. Okay? Looks good. Looks good so far. Certain issues, nothing here that can't be fixed. If you got a little bit of negativity here, the leaving of a relationship, that sucks, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm gonna do some more cards. Gotta do some more cards. And while I do this, I chit chat, but my mind is still where it should be. It's a mystical, it's a magical, it's my very strange world, and I thank you for joining and sharing it with me. If you need a more in-depth reading, I've been saying it a little more recently. I'll stop saying it pretty soon. But if you need a more in-depth reading, well, I am available. And I am available through Skype. And no, it's not free. You could try your luck. If I got the time, I might do a question through email. But if you have the means, please send a donation, and you get that information in the description box below the video. Or, it's a via PayPal thing at MysticCharles at yahoo.com. Not trying to sell you, not trying to get anything from you. You give from your heart. I gotta pay the bills too, and oh my gosh. I'm gonna leave it at that there. But anyway, we're doing some more here. Overflowing. This looks like marriage when you are married, either legally or spiritually. It looks good for July. Money comes up in July here for you men, and that will help your family household out quite a bit. Looks like you might have been waiting a while for a little financial increase, and it doesn't necessarily mean that this increase is coming from your job. All right, this might be an increase from elsewhere, but I think we covered that in the Zodiac general readings that we just got done with last week. Okay, and still in the family unit, we're seeing vacation time. You still got time to go on a little vacation. Kids are here. Kids need to get away too. All right. I'm not seeing that. Yeah, sure. Long weekend. You and your sweetheart is great, but let's not forget about the little ones. Let's not just stick them with a babysitter or somebody to watch them. They need to get away too. A change of scenery. So that's good. Even if it's to the woods, go camping or something. That doesn't cost much of anything. Just stay safe out there. There's a lot of things that you got to pay attention to. Oh, let's see. And then we have you men and women. You might be relocating somewhere, and there just might be a new sweetheart there where you are going. So keep that in mind, when you make that relocation. If you got relocation, moving on the mind, well, there might be someone special there, just a little bit after. I'm seeing, you might meet somebody a couple weeks after you get there. And that's cool. That's acting kind of fast. And those of you who are wondering if someone is interested in you, well, you got a good possibility that they are. There are a few groups out there, groups, you and whatever, someone else. I call you a group. Is a group more than two? I think a group is more than two. I took sociology in college. I think a group is more than two. I don't remember. But there are several couples out. No, you're not couples yet. Well, if you're thinking that someone else is interested in you, most likely they are. But take caution. Some of you, the other person is not interested in you. So just keep your eyes open, keep your ears open, look for those little things. If that kind of stuff, well, that's a little clue. If she does something else, well, that might be a little positive clue to you too, guys. All right. So looking good, Aquarius. Aquarius, a new dawning for you. But everything looks good. No big negatives. The people who are going to be leaving relationships, that's really not a negative. Think of it. You're leaving something bad and you're hoping and dreaming of something better. Well, you took the first move to end it because it just won't last. That person isn't going to change for the better. We don't want them to change, but if there's negative attributes to that person, such as abuse, verbal, physical, or towards someone else, let's say you're a mother with your children from another marriage and that new partner of yours is not really into other children, well, yeah, that's not going to work out, will it? So it might be time to move on, and then you move on to better, bigger, and better things. Don't let the security of that person, don't let the financial security bother you, because you are perfectly capable of supporting your family yourself. It might be tight, it might be a struggle, but in the long run, you're going to see you made the right decision. All decisions are yours, okay? Take the advice or you don't, right? From me. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is Aquarius, looking pretty good. I hope you enjoyed it. So please leave a thumbs up. And that's underneath the box that you're seeing me in. And say hello to me in the comments or whatever you'd like. I look at them and I respond. Some of the comments don't come to me in my email, so sometimes I might miss something, but whenever I see a comment, I try to respond if a response is needed. And of course, with your blessings, you will click the subscribe button if you're not a subscriber to my channel just yet. Or, this is the big one, you can just click on my little sparkly bubbly thing up there that says click here to subscribe, and naturally you'll get my special blessings. I was thinking of the crystals from my other video. I said, if you need a crystal blessed, hope, love, luck, health, whatever it is, just let me know. And I take a donation and I'll get your crystal out. A special crystal selected by me to you. Yeah. I got the P.O. box, if you don't want to do the PayPal donation, well, you can say hello to me in my P.O. box, and when I see that, well, I'll get it out to you. But anyway, have a good month. Don't forget about my morning rush psychic readings, a little reading before you head out that door in the morning. I release them Monday through Friday at 12 midnight. That's 12 a.m. Central Standard Time. And everything I do is for you. So I send my love to you, and I love feeling it back from you. So remember, you're special. I'll see you next time. Bye.